In this video, we will be doing a video walkthrough of BlueBook Digital SAT Practice Number 1, Module 2, and it's going to be a hard module of the math section. So a little about me. My name is Azamat, and I'm an SAT tutor in Schoolhouse. And I got 780 on the math section. So let's dive into it. So question number 1, which one is equivalent to this? So here we have this equation, and what we have to find is like these things. We got a plus 9 to 7. So we will have 16x squared plus 9x, and I'm looking for this choice. So which one shows that? Choice D. So let's move on. Of 900,000 beats, 828 are silver. What percent of the beats are silver? So I'm gonna use my calculator for this. So what I have to do is divide 828,000 by 900,000, and I'm gonna multiply that by 100. So it's 92% of them are silver. So the correct answer is D. Question number 3. If this equation, what's the value of 3t? So I'm gonna solve that in here in my whiteboard. So 6t minus 20 plus t equals 40 plus 4t. So here I have 7t minus 20 equals 40. Here I have this 40 plus 4t. So then what I'm gonna do is subtract 4t from both sides, and this will be out, and then I am gonna add 20 to both sides. So 3t equals 60. So 3t equals 60. Let's move on. So we have a equation here. What's the value of x plus 4? So I'm gonna solve that as well here. Question number 4. 5x plus 20 equals 4x plus 16 plus 29. So 5x plus 20 equals 4x plus 45, I would say. Yep, 45. And then I'm gonna subtract 4x from both sides. And then I'm gonna subtract 20 from both sides. So here I have x equals 225, but the answer is not 25 because they're asking for x plus 4, so it's going to be 29. Neighborhood consists of a 2-hectare park and 35-hectare residential area. The total number of trees in the neighborhood is 3,934. The equation represents the situation. Which of the following is the best interpretation of x in this context? So 2-hectare park is this one. Like the number of trees in 2-hectare parks are 2x, and that means the x means the number of trees in each like 2-hectare park. Like it's in a park. It's not in the residential area, so we can easily eliminate choices that says residential area. And then it's not the total number of trees because the total number of trees is 2x, but they're asking for x, so the average number of trees per hectare in the park. So question number 6, for a certain rectangular region, the ratio of its length to width is 35 to 10. So I'm gonna draw that in here. So here we have a rectangular. It's not a perfect rectangle, but still, I'm trying my best. So this one is 35x and 10x. So if the width uh, increases by 7 units, that is 10x, I believe, yep, 10x plus 7 divided by how much the length change to maintain this ratio. So 35x plus, let's say y equals this, which is 10 divided by 35. And here we have like in both sides x, so we can easily eliminate these. So from here, uh, yep, there is an easy way of solving it. We can like 7 to 10, right? And yeah, like let's solve this way. 35 divided by 10 is going to be multiplied by 7, I believe. So let me use the calculator for this. 35 multiplied by 7 divided by 10. Yeah, as you can see, 24.5. Why we are doing it? To have these two equal. I mean, because we have these two, we don't really uh, care about these. What we care is the increased size. So that's why I am like finding y here. So that's why the answer is 24.5. It gotta increase, not, it doesn't have to decrease, because the width increases. So the length is also gonna be increased to maintain this ratio. So next one, the given equation, so we gotta find the n of n, yeah. So let me rewrite it. P equals 9 plus 14 divided by n, then 14 divided by n equals p divided minus 9. So from here, yeah, n. So if it's ones like we can multiply to these sides and multiply by pi minus 9, and then 14, and this is gonna be equal to 14. It's gonna be equal to 14. So from here we can find n equals, we are gonna divide both sides by p minus 9. So 14 divided by p minus 9. 9. Okay. So which one shows that? This one, D. So next, the expression here we have an expression is equivalent to this. Okay, so the first expression is this one, 24 divided by 6x plus 42. And this is equal to 4 divided by x plus b. The first thing that I'm noticing is that it's it's divided by 6. So this one as well is divided by 6, and hence even this one's going to be divided by 6. 42 divided by 6 is gonna be 7. So the answer is A. So here we have the equation of the circle A, and then it's saying that the center is the same, but the radius of circle B is 2 times the radius of circle A, and then we have an equation for circle B. What's the value of K? So you gotta know this formula, let's say x minus A squared plus y minus b squared, and this is gonna be equal to radius squared. And so in the first one, like the radius squared is 4, and the radius is gonna equal to 2, right? So if the radius of B is 2 times that, so what you're gonna do is 2 multiplied by 2, and you're gonna have 4 here, and uh, 4 in the power of 2 is gonna equal to 16, because as you know, we have this formula r in the power of 2. So that's why k equals to 16. So I'm gonna write that down here, 16. Next one. A business owner plans to purchase the same model of chairs. So there are 81 employees. The total budget to spend on these is this one, and it includes a sales taxes. And they're asking us for the maximum possible price per chair before sales taxes, right? So what we gotta do is first we have to get rid of. So here we have 14 thousandths, and this will equal to 1.07 multiplied by x, and this is also gonna be multiplied by 81 because there are 81 employees. So why 1.07? Because there is a 7 percent sales taxes, and what we did was 1 plus 7 divided by 100, so I got that number. So from here, 14 thousandths is gonna equal to, let me use my calculator to solve this. So 1.07 multiplied by 81, so 86.67x, and now we gotta find x. So 14,000 divided by 86.67. So I get 161.532. So this is the maximum number, the maximum price per chair that a business owner can spend. So here I have it. So the next one. Here we have two equations and they intersect at these points. What's the possible value of x? Okay, well, I can actually use a Datmos calculator here, which is a built-in software in BlueBook. Equals minus 11, and then 2x squared equals y plus 341. And I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. So I guess there are two places where it intersects. So the first one is when x equals 11. We don't have that answer. And the second one is when it intersects at minus 15. And they're asking about x. So that's why the answer is A. How many solutions does this equation has? So let me write that. 150 x minus 90 equals minus 90 plus 150x. This equation is the same, right? So if even the slope, even the y-intercepts of both equations are the same, it's going to be infinitely many solutions. If the slope is the same and the y-intercept is different, then it doesn't there will be 0 solutions. So in this case, infinitely many solutions. Question number 13. So we have the x-intercept. So you gotta know something like vertex can be either like this or like this, and the vertex is here, here, or here, and it's the middle in the x-axis. So in this case, minus 3 equals minus 17 divided by 4 plus let's say this one a, and then this one is going to be divided by 2, and from here 19 plus a equals a, this is a, minus 6. So from here a equals minus 6 plus 17 divided by 4, and I'm going to use calculator for this to find it. Minus 6 plus 19 divided by 4, and I get minus 1.75. So which one of these equals, like, let's divide 7 by 4. Yeah, so the answer is B. Okay, this one is shown, y equals fx plus 14 is shown. So the slope is the same for all of these choices, so I gotta pay attention to the y-intercept. So this, if this one is shown, like y is shown, and the y-intercept is 2, and this one is like here, we have 2 y-intercept, we got a minus 14, because we need to find the f of x. So we get minus 12, so the answer is A. In the given equation, b is a constant for which of the values following values of b will the equation have more than one real solution? So, let me rewrite it. 64x squared b uh, plus bx plus 25 equals 0. And to have more than one real solution, the discriminant has to have like discriminant has to be more than 0. So what is discriminant? Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So here we have b, this one is a, and this one is c. So b squared minus 464 and 25, sorry. Yeah, 25, 25. And this is more than 0. And this is going to equal to b squared. We're going to plus all of these. And I'm going to use a calculator for this. 4 multiplied by 64 multiplied by 25. So here I get 64,000, 6,400. So from here, I am gonna, in the square root of 6,400, so I get 80. So b has to be less than 80, like less than 80. So, or minus 1. Oh, it gotta be like higher than 80. It doesn't have to be 80. So the only answer is 91. Like it doesn't matter whether it's negative or positive because it is squared. That's why 91 is minus 91 is the correct answer. Question number 16. So we have a graph and it has an x-intercept and a y-intercept. Okay, that's easy. So if y equals to 0, it's going to be 7x equals to minus 31, and x is going to equal to minus 31 divided by 7. So if x is 0, it's going to equal 2y equals minus 31. This is actually a. Yeah, this is a. And so b equals minus 31 divided by 2. So b divided by a. So minus 31 divided by 2. And when we divide it, the second one is going to be the opposite. So this one's going to be the opposite. 7 minus 31. So minus 31s are out. So we get 7 divided by 2. And it's in the positive. 7 divided by 2. So the next one. So we have this one. It doesn't have any solutions. So when there are no solutions, There gotta be same slope but different y-intercepts. Okay, so let me rewrite it. 16y equals 4x minus 2. This one is going to equal to ty equals 2x plus 1.2. If you don't care about y-intercept because uh, they can be like different, what you care about is the slope. So if this one is multiplied by 2, so we gotta divide this one by 2, so we get 8y. So the t equals to 8. That's easy, I hope. You just gotta know this. When there are no solutions, you gotta have same slope, different line step. An isosceles right triangle has a hypotenuse of length 58 inches. What's the perimeter of inches of this triangle? So isosceles looks like something like this. This one is x, this one is x, and this one is x in the square root of 2. So the hypotenuse is 58. So x in the square root of 2 equals 58. So x equals 58 divided by in the square root of 2. So from here, we can multiply that by 2. Or, yeah, 58 in the square root of 2 plus 58 in the square root of 2 plus 58. So from here, what we can do is multiply this 58 divided by in the square root of 2 multiplied by in the square root of 2 square root of 2, because this is going to be 1, right? So it doesn't matter if we multiply it by 1. So from here, we have 2 of those. So it's going to be 58 in the square root of 2 multiplied by 2. And we have 2 of those. And we're going to multiply it by 2. So 2 are out. So 58 in the square root of 2 plus 58. Which answer shows that? C, right? So let's move on. We have 9 minutes left and we have 3 questions left. Okay. So we have a linear function by, we need to find a minus b. A is slope, b is y-intercept. Okay, so we're gonna first find the slope. Slope is y2 divided by y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I'm gonna choose for y2 64, and for y1 I'm gonna choose 0. So this is gonna be divided by 3 minus 2 because it's easier, because it's still linear, right? So 64 divided by 1. So the slope is 64, so that means A is 64. And now we gotta find B, y-intercept. So let's put this one, when y equals 0, 64, the x is like 2 plus b. So in this case, b is minus 64 multiplied by 2. So b is minus 128. So what we're gonna do is find a minus b. So a is 64, 64 minus 2 negatives equal to positive, so 128. So we get 192. 192. So D is the answer. Next one. So we got two questions, or three. Yeah, it's three questions left. So we data set A consists of 10 positive integers less than 60. So that's important, less than 60. And in this case, we have 9 of those integers. You gotta know what integer is. It can't be, for example, 49.4. It can be 49 or 50. After the decimal, there gotta be no numbers. So the mean of those 9 is 42. If the mean data set A is greater than 42 was the value of the largest integer from set A. So 42, it gotta be more than that. And the mean of these 9 integers is 42, right? So we're gonna multiply that by 9, but because still we're gonna have the same number. So plus, we're gonna put x, and then we're gonna divide that by 10. X is the largest value. So let me use the calculator. I have very little time left because I'm doing it live and I'm explaining each answer. 378 plus x, and this is divided by 10, 42. Okay, 378 plus x, plus x, 420. Okay, so 420 minus 378, so I get 42, and gotta be less. Oh no, is the gotta be the reason? So the best way is to put those numbers, I believe. Let's put 43 instead of 42, and then we get 130 minus 378, so 52. Yeah. Why I put 43? Because it gotta be an integer and the mean has to be an integer, right? So if I put 43 here, I can get the answer. So that's fine. If you put like here, it's gonna be 430, and we get 52. So the answer is 52. 5 minutes left. Okay, we got two questions left. So for groups of 24 or more people, a museum charges $21 per person for the first 25 people. Okay, so if the 25 people, then it's gonna be 21 multiplied by 25. So I get 525. And $14 for each additional person. With n people were, so this is also important when n is more than equal or more than 25. So uh so in this case, what I'm gonna do is this, it's like the easiest way. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put 25 instead of x, and then I'm gonna put this one, and let's see which one matches. So a 14 multiplied by 25 and plus 175. Yeah. So B, like A is like possibly correct. So B, 525. No. 875. No. B is wrong. Like these are all like C is wrong because like even if we put it, it's like not really good choice. 35 minus 350. We're gonna get the same. Okay. So let's see here. So D, 14 plus 21. No. So we are between A and C. So what we can do is put 26 here, and then like for each additional person, it's $14. That's why we can add 14 here, 539. So now let's see between A and C. So first let's start with C. 35 multiplied by 26 minus 350. No, like it shows 560, but he wants this number, so C is wrong. What if we put A, 14, it's going to be plus 175. Yeah, correct. So it's correct. So the last question, and we got 2 minutes left. So we have two triangles. Okay. This is not really beautiful, but okay. L, M, N. And this one got, okay, so this one is R. Make sure that these are like match. S, T. So L and R have 60 degrees. This one is also 60. LN is 10 and RT is 30. Which additional piece of information is sufficient to prove that these two triangles are similar? Similar means having the same angles. So we gotta focus on angles. We don't have to focus on like you don't have to focus on the lens. So A is talking about lens, B as well, so we can get rid of these choices. So from here, let's have a look at C, the 170 and 60, M and S. If they are different, then like contradicting our claim, because if M is 70 and S is 60, they're not going to be equal. They're not going to be similar, right? So D is the correct. Why? Because if M is 70, this one is going to be 50, right? And T is 50. Yeah, like if T is 50, this one is gonna be 70. So those angles are equal. So that's why it can be similar. So this one is enough to prove that these two triangles are similar.